A warm greeting. Today is Thursday, November 6, 2025. This is meteorologist Rubén García. After the passage of Hurricane Melissa over Jamaica, Cuba, and the Bahamas, I took a short break due to the special coverage of Hurricane Melissa. And since there is a high probability that Hurricane Melissa was the last cyclone of the Atlantic hurricane season, although, as you'll see in the next few minutes, we'll be watching the area east of Nicaragua, because the possibility of a low-pressure system developing by the end of next week cannot be ruled out. And according to the National Hurricane Center, during the next 7 days no cyclonic development is anticipated in the Atlantic or in the eastern Pacific. Although by the middle and end of next week, some models, such as the ensemble members of the American model, project the development of a low-pressure system east of Nicaragua. However, in the latest run, only one of the members shows cyclonic development. This means that less than 5% of the members of the American model project the development of a tropical cyclone. So for the moment there is no reason to conclude that we will have cyclonic development, while the members of the European model, very few of them, develop a strong low-pressure system. So again, the probabilities of development in Caribbean waters remain extremely low during the next few weeks. And since there are only a few weeks left before the Atlantic and Eastern Pacific hurricane seasons end, starting now I will begin recording some videos to discuss the medium-range weather conditions expected across the Caribbean, Central America, Mexico, and Florida. And in particular, this weekend, from Friday through Sunday, a tropical wave is projected to move across the Lesser Antilles, bringing an increase in rainfall and some local flooding. In addition, we will have a disturbance that may bring some rain to eastern Nicaragua and eastern Honduras. On the other hand, I will also talk about a polar air mass that will descend from the United States over Mexico beginning Sunday and will eventually move over the state of Florida between Monday and Tuesday. Let's begin by looking at the Doppler radar projection from the American model. You can see that it shows the tropical wave moving across the Lesser Antilles from the morning hours of Saturday and extending into Sunday night, bringing increased rainfall from Guadeloupe down to Trinidad and Tobago. For these areas, the American model projects rainfall accumulations between 50 and 75 millimeters, while on the other hand, the American model shows an increase in moisture and rainfall across eastern Nicaragua and Honduras starting Saturday, with rainfall totals that may range between 50 and 75 millimeters. Aside from this, for the Greater Antilles, the rest of Central America, Mexico, and Florida, little precipitation is anticipated this weekend. Now then, let's talk about the medium and long-range forecast, specifically starting Monday and Tuesday. A frontal system is expected to descend from the United States toward the Gulf of Mexico, and will be accompanied by a polar air mass that should bring much colder than usual temperatures across the southeastern United States, including the state of Florida. The American model projects temperatures between 15 and 20 degrees Fahrenheit below normal during Monday night and early Tuesday morning. To give you an idea, the models project that in areas of central and northern Florida, temperatures could drop to 33 degrees Fahrenheit, while in central Florida they could drop to 45 degrees Fahrenheit, and in southern and southeastern Florida, the minimum temperature could fall to 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Meanwhile, this polar air mass will also affect much of central and eastern Mexico from Sunday night through early Wednesday, with minimum temperatures between 7 and 9 degrees Celsius below normal. For example, the American model projects temperatures near 5 to 7 degrees Celsius in the early morning hours of Monday and Tuesday. On the other hand, strong surf may affect the Lesser Antilles starting Friday and continuing through Monday. So caution is advised for swimmers in the Lesser Antilles. Wave heights may reach between 4 and 5 meters. Also, for the northern coast of Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, wave heights may range between 10 and 12 feet from Friday through Saturday. And once the frontal system descends from the United States, strong waves of 20 to 25 feet are expected to affect the Gulf of Mexico, the Western Caribbean Sea, and the Bahamas region. This strong surf could impact the area between Monday and Wednesday of next week. Well, that's all for this update on tropical conditions and also about the weather forecast for this weekend. And before I go, I wanted to ask you to comment on this video if you would like this new initiative where I would record videos outside of the hurricane season to talk about the weather conditions in the Caribbean, Florida, Mexico, and Central America. So if you're interested in this content, I invite you to like this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you'll receive notifications when I post new videos. If no significant changes occur related to cyclonic activity, the next video will be recorded Monday morning. Have a great weekend, everyone. See you later.